What does your name mean?
So Zeko basically means spontaneousness. Pretty sure it's Greek, and it's just like happy spontaneousness. And then Deshoda is a word that I made, and it means a connection with music beyond just listening to it, but living in it.
How do you create music? Do you have a process?
Basically, I always start kind of by clearing my head, or I don't know, something sparks some kind of passion in me. I'll come down to the temple, which is where we are now. I'll chuck on my Jade Rabbit, and I will start messing around on the keyboard. So usually I spend an hour to 3 hours on the keyboard just trying to create a melody. And I've had instances where I've created multiple melodies and like 4 or 5 beats can come out of that, but just the melodies without any drums or bass or anything. And then I'll start adding on guitar and trumpet and basically whatever I feel. And then I'll start freestyling, I'll start singing, I'll just put all the emotion that I can on the track. Sometimes I throw in congos. It really depends on the day.
Why is your newest album called Early Mornings to Late Nights?
So I called the album Early Mornings to Late Nights because that's the kind of music that I put on it, in my opinion. That's what genre I would define it in. The entire first half of the album is all late night music. So all the way up to Dysgraphia is late night. And then the entire second half, so after Shady November, is early morning music. So the entire first half, it's ironic because the entire first half of the album, in my opinion, is late night music, and the entire bottom half is early morning music, but it's called Early Mornings to Late Nights. And basically I'm saying that everything is a cycle. The middle of it, so that would be like Attention, No More, and Shady November, is basically what I think you should listen to at 2 a.m. because that's what my 2 a.m. felt like when I wrote those songs.
What are your interests besides music?
My interest besides music, I've recently gotten into painting. So I like painting, I like spray painting, that's a lot of fun. Basketball. To be honest, I really don't do too much besides music. I just have such, music has a weight in my soul like no other medium. Like there's stuff that could come close, there's stuff that could try to compare, but it's something that touches me so deep that nothing else could ever really go to that level. I like playing basketball with my friends. I wish I was more into I want to get more into yoga and like meditation and stuff like that. I pick up new instruments pretty often. I beatbox when I'm bored. I kind of want to pick up hip-hop dancing. I want to start scratching. I want to get my own turntables. I like fashion a lot. I think by the way a person dresses, just their style and kind of how they present themselves really displays a different kind of flavor. And I think that's really important, especially in hip-hop culture.
Why are you making music? What is your end goal, if any?
My end goal is freedom. To get to the place where I'm happiest, whether that's commercial success or like I'm running a small shop selling music. Like it really depends on where I feel that I set my standard, which hasn't been set yet, but I want to have the freedom to do everything that I want to do. So when I reach that goal, wherever I feel that is, I want to just do a bunch of stuff successfully. I want to learn like at least 7 more instruments. I just want to have the freedom to do everything so to its maximum potential.
What genre is your music?
If we were to put it, there isn't one genre that my music will fit into. I would say that my music professionally, so on a website, it would be clarified as hip-hop, jazz, funk, indie, electric, and experimental. But I mostly base my stuff around jazz and funk, sometimes electric. Like for example, on the album Sequoia is electric. I take jazz samples, I'll take funk samples, or I'll make them myself, and then I will slowly dial in aspects of hip hop into whatever genre I'm basing it on. I don't believe in limiting myself to one genre for number one, but that's where I stand on all of it until I feel like it's of my standards, or I want to rap over it, or I want to sing over it. Like, it kind of depends how I feel.
Where did you learn to produce?
Everything that I know about producing, I pretty much had to figure out myself. I mean, of course, with the help of like online forums and whatever I could find on YouTube. But something that a lot of people wouldn't know about the album is that there were 7 songs that got cut completely, and for those 7 songs there were like 2 to 3 other beats that could have been in competition with them. So I produce a lot more than I write. It's definitely my strong suit, but yeah, all self-taught. Everything that I can record, like a guitar or a trumpet, or if I can get my hands on a grand piano, I will, because that's the most authentic sounding thing. But if not, then I have to go through my keyboard, go through MIDI, use different synths and whatnot. So I've learned tricks here and there from other people, but everything, like learning how to properly record, learning how, soundproofing, learning how to mix, learning how to master, learning how to add effects, properly do a bunch of stuff. Like I taught myself. When I started, I just spent like $100 on a program, and I was like, okay, like, let's see where this takes me.
If you could have one wish, what would it be?
My one wish would be to have ultimate music power. So I could pick up any instrument and just play. I could rap better than anyone. I could sing better than anybody. I would know all of the insides and outs of production and music mastery, and I'd be unbelievably creative when it comes to anything. I could play the kit super well, and then I think with that wish, I think that's what would get my end goal, because that's what I'm kind of keeping in mind. It's like that's what would, if I'm perfect at all of these things, then it's like I think that would probably get me to where I want to be. Basically, every time you'd put on some headphones, it'd feel like liquid gold is just dripping into your ears. So yeah, that would be my one wish. Ultimate music power.
What is it like to be so young and so committed to music? Do you feel like you are missing anything?
Yeah, no, it's I definitely do feel like I'm not experiencing everything that I could experience. But being a competitive athlete, I have learned discipline and organization and putting in hard work, and I know that's what it's going to take to reach my end goal and become one of the greats and become who I want to be. Yeah, no, I do miss out for sure. I've definitely limited myself because of constantly making music, constantly wanting to be great, wanting to reach that end goal, like just trying to get closer and closer. And I guess it's kind of hard to constantly be looking at the bigger picture and not always be living in the moment and trying to experience what you can experience. I do try, but yeah, no, for sure it's hard.
What does your near future look like?
My near future, I want to pursue more instruments for sure. I got a trumpet, so I'm gonna learn the trumpet. I want to learn how to scratch. I'm gonna learn how to break dance, how to b-boy. I'm gonna up my recording game. I'm gonna up my rapping game. I am going to become an unbelievable producer. That is definitely, the reason why I'm learning the instrument and everything is like purely to make better music. It's kind of funny, but I don't actually know how to read music. I know how to read tablature, but like pretty much everything you hear is just me kind of making it up. So like I just need to go hard, basically. So my near future looks like a lot of work, but it looks like a lot of reward as well. A lot of the stuff that I did on Early Mornings to Late Nights is pretty experimental, so I want to kind of develop a fuller style and have something that I really, really believe in. At least by 2017, all of that needs to be in order. So yeah, that is what my near future is going to look like. I'd like to shout out a few of the people that the album that I've recently released, Early Mornings to Late Nights, you can get it on Bandcamp, SoundCloud, it's also on YouTube, but the download is only off of Bandcamp. So it's zekohiphop.bandcamp.com. So check that out ASAP. I really love your support. It is free, and if you're not comfortable with getting a handout or anything, just share it, send it to your friends if you really enjoy it. Yeah, it was a lot of hard work. I like to shout out to the man that mixed and mastered that entire project, Zeko Dropkick. He's also a rapper. He's up and coming. He's going to be sweet. Shout outs to Apollo. Shout outs to Cam the Human. Shout outs to my Uncle Dave, who was rocking the bass on Dysgraphia. Shout outs to everyone who... Everywhere I got the drum samples from, which were pretty difficult to find. And shout outs to you for supporting me and watching this and sticking around. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah. Stay healthy. Yeah. Oh, check. It's that Zeko to that D show to that DA. Hey, yo, this the kid with nasal in his passage. After this, he's gonna distribute all these rations. He's the army man, say what's up to the general. Everybody knows he's overdosing on the Adderall. Is he focused? Is he focused? Yes, he's just blossoming, just like a lotus, and he knows this. Yeah, this fibrosis. Yeah, bumping out the cytosis. I'm the mitosis on the nuclei rotus. I wrote this. Yeah, I wrote this. Yo, what he gonna say? He just freestyle pimping in his new J's, or his Nikes, or his E-Days, or his I did A-us. Adidas, you understand I did it like elitist. What he gonna say, man? Do it like I'm Jesus in the Bible. Exodus to Genesis. I'm the man that come around and do it like a redivist or a rhetoric. What does that word mean? It said so much, but it's so obscene. Nobody knows what he say today, what he say tomorrow, or yesterday. Nobody cares until he's dead. But the Zeko, get it right in your head. Hey. Whoa, yeah, whoa, oh, yeah, oh, it's that Zeko, 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 it's that